Hello there. Subscribe the channel for interesting videos today. We will introduce you to all the gods of the universe. This is the first episode of this series. Stay tuned to our channel. These stories have fascinated us for millennia, not just for their drama, but for their insights into love, jealousy, ambition, and courage. Our journey begins at the very top, with Zeus, king of the gods and ruler of the skies. To understand Greek myth, you must understand Zeus, a figure of immense power and complexity, both a king and a rogue. The Olympians, a famously dysfunctional family of 12 gods, lived atop Mount Olympus, watching and meddling in mortal affairs. From Athena's wisdom to Ares's fury, each Olympian had a unique domain, but Zeus reigned supreme. Forget what you think you know. Let's uncover the real story of the mightiest god. We'll travel back to a time before the Olympians, when Titans ruled the world. Here begins a tale of survival, rebellion, and a son destined to overthrow his father. Prepare for the epic, thunderous story of Zeus. This is where gods and mortals meet, and destinies are forged. The myths are more than stories. They're reflections of our own struggles and triumphs. So settle in as we peel back the layers of time and legend. The adventure starts now, at the dawn of the gods. Welcome to the saga of Zeus. Welcome to the beginning of Zeus's epic journey, the story of how the mightiest of all Greek gods came into the world. Our tale starts with Cronus, the powerful Titan king, tormented by a chilling prophecy. One of his own children would rise up and dethrone him. Determined to keep his throne, Cronus resorted to a dark plan. He swallowed each of his newborn children, Hestia, Demeter, Hera, Hades, and Poseidon, all imprisoned within their father's stomach, their destinies stolen before they began. But Rhea, Cronus's heartbroken wife, could not bear to lose another child. When her sixth child was due, Rhea devised a daring plan to save him. She fled to the island of Crete, where, in secret, she gave birth to Zeus, the child destined to change everything. To trick Cronus, Rhea wrapped a stone in swaddling clothes and handed it to him. Cronus swallowed it, never suspecting the truth. Meanwhile, the real Zeus was hidden away in a cave, cared for by gentle nymphs, and nourished by the magical goat Amalthea. Fierce warriors called the Curetes guarded the cave, their clashing shields masking the cries of the infant god. In this hidden sanctuary, Zeus grew stronger each day, safe from his father's reach. The prophecy was alive and hope glimmered in the shadows. Thanks to Rhea's courage and cunning, a new era was about to dawn. The future king of gods was preparing for his destiny, to challenge the old order and claim his place atop Olympus. Cronus believed he had conquered fate, but fate was only just beginning to unfold. The world waited in anticipation for the rise of Zeus. The cycle of tyranny was about to be shattered. And so the legend of Zeus begins. Years passed, and Zeus, now a powerful young god, learned of his siblings' grim fate. Burning with resolve, he sought out Metis, goddess of wisdom, to help him free his family. Together they brewed a potion that would force Cronus to release his swallowed children. Disguised as a cupbearer, Zeus served Cronus the potion at a feast. The effect was immediate. Cronus convulsed and vomited up Poseidon, Hades, Hera, Demeter, and Hestia, now fully grown and furious. United for the first time, the siblings pledged loyalty to Zeus, their liberator. This was more than a family reunion, it was the birth of a new power. The Olympians stood together, ready to challenge the Titans. Zeus's courage and cunning had changed the course of history. The old order trembled as the new gods prepared for war. The cosmos was on the brink of transformation. The Olympians' unity would be tested in the fires of battle. The fate of gods and mortals hung in the balance. Zeus had freed his family, but the greatest challenge lay ahead. The war for the universe was about to begin. The age of the Olympians had dawned. The release of Zeus's siblings ignited a cosmic war, the Titanomachy. Titans, led by Cronus, faced the young Olympians in a decade-long struggle that shook the universe. The Titans fought from Mount Olympus, the Olympians from Mount Olympus. The war raged in stalemate until Zeus sought new allies, the Cyclopes and the hundred-handed Hecatoncheires, imprisoned in Tartarus. Zeus freed them, earning their loyalty and receiving powerful gifts: Poseidon's trident, Hades' helmet of invisibility, and his own Thunderbolt. With these weapons, the Olympians gained the upper hand. The final battle was cataclysmic. Thunderbolts blazed, earthquakes shattered the land, and boulders rained down. Overwhelmed, the Titans fell. Zeus and his siblings cast Cronus and the defeated Titans into Tartarus. The old order was destroyed. A new era began. The Olympians emerged as rulers of the cosmos. The universe was forever changed by their victory. The war's end marked the rise of a new divine dynasty. Zeus's leadership had reshaped the world. The reign of the Olympians had begun. With the Titans defeated, Zeus, Poseidon, and Hades divided the cosmos by drawing lots. Hades ruled the underworld, Poseidon the seas, and Zeus claimed the sky and the throne of Olympus. Zeus's rule was marked by authority and justice. He was the keeper of oaths and protector of guests. His thunderbolt, forged by the Cyclops, symbolized his unmatched power. The eagle, his sacred bird, soared as his messenger. Zeus's scepter and throne were emblems of his kingship. He presided over the council of 12 Olympians, settling disputes and maintaining order. Unlike the Titans, Zeus's reign was based on laws and responsibilities, not brute force. He was the patriarch of gods and mortals, shaping destiny from his cloud-crowned throne. Breaking an oath or violating hospitality meant risking his wrath. Zeus's symbols were reminders of his authority and the new order he established. His leadership brought stability to the cosmos. The world was now governed by divine law. Zeus's power was absolute, but his rule was more than strength. It was the foundation of civilization. Zeus's power was matched only by his legendary appetite for romance. His marriage to Hera was stormy, marked by his countless affairs with goddesses, nymphs, and mortals. Zeus was a master of disguise, transforming into a bull for Europa, a swan for Leda, and golden rain for Danae. These escapades produced a host of famous offspring: Heracles, Perseus, Apollo, Artemis, and Athena, to name a few. His children became heroes and gods, linking the divine and mortal worlds. These stories explain the origins of royal families and cities, tracing their lineage to Zeus. His love affairs were more than gossip. They were the engine of myth, shaping destinies and legends. Zeus's romantic exploits revealed his cunning, creativity, and deep involvement in mortal affairs. The tales showed a god who was powerful, unpredictable, and intimately connected to humanity. Through his children, Zeus's influence spread across the world. His affairs brought both chaos and greatness. The myths of his loves endure as some of the most captivating in Greek legend. Zeus's legacy was written not just in thunder, but in the lives he touched. Beyond power and passion, Zeus was the ultimate judge and decider of fate in Greek myth. In the Trojan War, he weighed destinies and held the scales of fate, shaping the outcome of epic battles. Over time, Zeus evolved from a storm god to a symbol of cosmic order and justice. Philosophers like Plato saw him as the embodiment of reason and law. Zeus became the guardian of oaths and hospitality, making these values sacred in Greek society. Violating these principles risked divine punishment. Zeus's role extended beyond myth. He was a force shaping the moral fabric of the ancient world. He was both wild storm and wise judge, reflecting the contradictions of nature and humanity. His complexity made him compelling, a god of chaos and order, passion and wisdom. The Greeks saw in Zeus the full spectrum of existence. He was not just a character, but a vital force in their universe. His influence reached from the heights of Olympus to the hearts of mortals. Zeus embodied the beauty and turmoil of life itself. Zeus's worship shaped daily life in ancient Greece, with grand temples and sacred sites across the land. The Temple of Zeus at Olympia, home to a colossal gold and ivory statue, was a wonder of the ancient world. Olympia also hosted the Olympic Games, held every 4 years in Zeus's honor. Athletes competed as an offering to the god, and victors were crowned with olive wreaths, a symbol of his favor. At Dodona, Zeus spoke through the rustling leaves of a sacred oak, guiding pilgrims who sought his wisdom. His worship was both grand and personal, connecting communities and individuals to the divine. Even today, Zeus's legacy endures in culture, language, and art. He remains a symbol of power, justice, and fatherhood. His myths remind us of humanity's fascination with the forces that shape our world. Zeus's thunder still echoes in our imagination. He was king, judge, and storm. His story is eternal, but he did not rule alone. Next time we'll meet his formidable queen Hera.